This book is one of the Morris the Moose and Boris the Bear stories. It's called Halloween with Morris and Boris. The book was written by and illustrated by Bernard Wiseman. Halloween with Morris and Boris. Boris the Bear yelled, "Hooray! Halloween is here!" Morris the Moose said, "Halloween is not here. I don't see him." Boris said, "Halloween is not a him. Halloween is a—" "Oh, I know," cried Morris. "Halloween is a her." "No," Boris said. "Halloween is a holiday. It is when children make pumpkins." Morris laughed. "Children can't make pumpkins. Pumpkins grow." "Oh, I know that," Boris shouted. "Let me finish. It is when children make pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns." "Into what?" asked Morris. "Oh, come with me," Boris said. "I will show you." "There," said Boris. "You see? Children make eyes and mouths in pumpkins. Then the pumpkins are jack-o'-lanterns." Morris said, "I would make a Morris-o'-lantern." Boris yelled, "They are always called jack-o'-lanterns." "Jack is a boy's name," said Morris. "Don't girls make Jill-o'-lanterns?" "No," shouted Boris. Morris said, "Oh, Halloween is just for boys, not for girls." "No, no," Boris roared. "Halloween is for girls too. I will show you." Boris said, "Look, one of those children is a girl." "They are not children," cried Morris. "One is made of bones. One has a pointed head. Yow! I am scared and I'm going home." Boris laughed. "They are just children. They are dressed up to play trick-or-treat. They ring doorbells or knock on doors. They say trick-or-treat, and people give them candy." Morris asked, "Did you say candy?" Boris said, "Yes, I said candy." Morris said, "Then you mean trick or eat? Let's play it. I want candy." Boris said, "It is called trick or treat. We can't play it. We have no costumes." "No what?" Morris asked. "Costumes," Boris told him. "What the children are wearing." Morris said, "I can make your head pointed." Boris roared, "Roar!" and he chased Morris. They ran into a backyard. Morris ran past a clothesline. Boris ran into the clothesline. "Look!" Boris cried. "I have a costume. I am a ghost." "A what?" Morris asked. "A ghost," Boris said. "Something that makes you scared." Morris laughed. "You are not a ghost. You do not scare me." Boris yelled, "Boo!" Morris yelled, "Yo! You are a ghost!" And Morris started to run again. He ran into a garage. Bang, clang, boing. He ran out of the garage into some garbage cans. Clang, bang, 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 bang. "Look," said Boris. "Now you have a costume. You are a clown." "A what?" asked Morris. "A clown," Boris said. "Someone who makes you laugh." Morris said, "I am a clown. Now we can play trick-or-treat and get candy." Morris went to one house. He did not get candy. Morris went to another house. He still did not get candy. "Oh, let me do it," Boris cried. And he rang a doorbell. A lady opened the door. When she saw Boris, she yelled, "Yo!" Boris did not get candy. "Let me do it," Morris said. And he rang the doorbell. The lady opened the door again. When she saw Morris, she laughed. Morris said, "Trick or treat." The lady gave him candy. Morris rang another doorbell. A man opened the door. Morris's mouth was full of candy. He could not say trick or treat. He said, "Twick-or-tweet." The man laughed and gave Morris more candy. Boris cried, "I want to get candy. Let's change costumes." Morris and Boris changed costumes, and Boris got candy. At the next house, a girl opened the door. "Come in," she cried. "We are having a Halloween party." Morris and Boris went into the house. They saw apples and a big bowl of water. Children were trying to pick up the apples with their teeth. Morris said, "Oh, they do not want to wet their hands." And Morris gave apples to the children. "No," Boris cried. "This is a game. It's called bobbing for apples. You must pick up the apples with your teeth." Morris liked apples. He picked up all the apples with his teeth. Boris yelled, "You did not leave any for me." "Yes, I did," said Morris. The girl said, "Let's play pin the tail on the donkey." She hung up a picture of a donkey. With their eyes covered, they all tried to pin a tail on the donkey. This time, Boris made a mistake. Wow! Then they ate cake and ice cream. Morris did not sit down to eat. And then a boy said, "Let's turn off the lights and tell ghost stories." "Let's tell what?" Morris asked. "Ghost stories," the boy said. "Stories that scare you." Morris laughed. "Ghost stories will not scare me." They turned off the lights and told ghost stories. Morris did not get scared. But then Morris went to the bathroom. There was a mirror in there. Morris yelled, "Yow! A ghost!" And Morris began to run again. "Wait!" Boris shouted. "Halloween is over. We must put back our costumes." Morris and Boris put back the costumes. Morris said, "Now I will not get scared any more." Just then, Boris put the covers back on the garbage cans. Morris yelled, "Yo!" And he began to run again. Boris ran after him all the way home. The end. Happy Halloween from Morris and Boris. Bernard Wiseman did many of these stories and a few others besides in his long career as a children's author. He was a man who was born in Brooklyn, New York. He served in World War II in the United States Coast Guard, was a bit of a hero, came home, started working for magazines as a cartoonist, and found that what he really loved doing was picture books for young readers. So here's a few of his. Morris the Moose, that's one of the very first ones. And then Morris and Boris at the circus, Morris Goes to School. You can find many of his books. For the second half of his life, Mr. Wiseman did all of his drawing and his storytelling from Florida. This Morris the Moose and Boris the Bear book has been Halloween with Morris and Boris, written and illustrated by Bernard Wiseman.